It's midnight in a town where time stands still. You're listening to Radio Insomnia, keeping company with the stars and the endless horizon. I'm your host, Alex, and we're here for another night of music and musings for the sleepless souls. The temperature outside is a steady 72 degrees, just as it was yesterday and the day before. The moon hangs low and heavy in the sky, casting long shadows across our little ghost town. For those of you driving through on Interstate 40, you might catch a glimpse of our flickering neon sign, a beacon in the darkness, a reminder that even in the most desolate places, there's still a heartbeat. Our first track tonight is Midnight Mirage by the Dusty Dreamers. Close your eyes and let the gentle music take you on a journey across shimmering sand dunes.
I drifted off last night in a desert dream. Stars line the sky, and your face appeared. Whispers in the wind, echoes of your name. When you hold me, sense so gently cease, silent as a dream. I wandered through the night, chasing moonlit dunes, the shadows call. Yet your light enfolds me, got the shadows loom in a breathless dance. When you hold me, sense so gently cease, silent as a dream. Mirages fade away when your eyes meet mine. Infinite expanse, all our fears subside. When you hold me, sense so gently cease, silent as a dream.
That was Midnight Mirage by the Dusty Dreamers. You know, dear listeners, there's something about the desert at night. The way sound travels, you can sometimes hear whispers from miles away, or maybe it's just the wind playing tricks. Either way, it reminds us that we're never truly alone, even in our most solitary moments. Now, we have a piece of poetry sent in by a regular listener. Sarah from Albuquerque writes, "In the depths of night, when sleep eludes my grasp, your voice, a gentle lifeline, echoes across the vast." Thank you, Sarah. Your words paint a beautiful picture of our shared nocturnal world. Our next track is Neon Dreams by Synthetic Oasis. Let the pulsing rhythms wash over you like waves in an electric sea.
In the silence of the twilight, dreams of the night, get their pulse of feelings, looks at the dance in the mind's design. Vision flicker, vision shades, memories revive through a crowd where stars and circuits bind. Every pulse inherited, every beat a sun, stars like both worlds, but reality one body between wake and dream. Timeless echoes call in this endless drift. I find what it means. haze of love, between wake and dream, threads of light and sounds weaving through the scene. Timeless echoes call as the boundaries gleam. In this endless drift, I find what it means. Interwoven frequencies tagging me back home. Through the streams of consciousness, I no longer roam. In this hidden sanctuary, no longer alone. In the hazy dream state where true self is known. In the haze I flow, between wake and dream, threads of light and sound weaving through the scene. Timeless echoes call as the boundaries gleam. In this endless drift, I find what it means.
As we drift through the night together, I'd like to remind our listeners that our lines are always open. If you're out there, unable to sleep, feeling the weight of the world on your shoulders, remember, you're not alone. We're here, in this timeless space between yesterday and tomorrow. It seems we have a caller. Hello? You're on Radio Insomnia.
Hi Alex, this is Tom. I'm driving through your town right now, and I swear it's like I've entered another dimension. How long has this place been here?
Welcome, Tom. To answer your question, always and never, this town exists in a fold of time, a place where memories and dreams intersect. Safe travels, and remember, the journey is just as important as the destination. For Tom, and all our nighttime travelers, here's Highway Lullaby by the Midnight Motel. As we approach the witching hour, let's take a moment to appreciate the silence between the notes, the pauses between breaths. In those spaces, we might just hear the whispers of the universe. We'll be right back after this brief message from our sponsors, the void and the endless expanse of stars above. Welcome back to Radio Insomnia, where we keep the light on for those who can't find their way to dreamland. As the night deepens, so does our journey into the realms of sound and silence. I've just received a message from Maria in Phoenix. She writes, "Alex, Your show is the only thing that makes sense in my upside-down world. I work nights at a 24-hour diner, and Radio Insomnia feels like a friend keeping me company during those long, quiet hours. Thank you, Maria. In a way, we're all working the night shift together, aren't we? Keeping watch while the rest of the world sleeps. For Maria and all our night owl listeners, here's a track that captures that liminal space between dusk and dawn. This is Fluorescent Reverie by The Graveyard Shift.
Whispers rise through sleepless nights, those quiet sighs in muted lights, eyes wide awake, they see the ghosts, dark mistakes, what it wants most. Cold nights alone, mind takes its toll. Quiet alone, sleep can't console. Tension tight, a barren mind. Silence bites through endless time. Toss and turn, lost in this fight. My soul yearns for peaceful nights. Cold nights alone, mind takes its toll. Quiet alone, sleep can't console. Dreams fade away, eluding me. Night turns to day, but all I see. Cold nights alone, mind takes its toll. Quiet alone, sleep can't console.
The clock on our studio wall hasn't moved in years, but outside the stars continue their slow dance across the sky. Time is a strange thing in this little town of ours. Sometimes I wonder if we're stuck in a single moment, endlessly repeating, or if we're experiencing every moment all at once. For those of you just tuning in, you've found Radio Insomnia, broadcasting from a town that may or may not exist, depending on who you ask. We're here every night, a beacon for the restless, the dreamers, and the lost. Our next piece is a bit different. It's an ambient soundscape recorded right here in our little desert town. We call it Whispers of the Joshua Trees. Close your eyes, and you might just hear the secrets the desert keeps. There's a certain magic in these desert nights, isn't there? The way the moonlight paints everything in shades of silver and blue. The way sound travels for miles across the empty landscape. It's easy to imagine that we're the only ones awake in the entire world. But we know that's not true. Out there, beyond the reach of our signal, there are others like us. Night shift workers, new parents, insomniacs, long-haul truckers, and dreamers of all kinds. This next song goes out to all of you. Here's Solidarity in Solitude by the Wakeful Wanderers. As we approach the small hours of the morning, I'm reminded of a quote by the poet Rainer Maria Rilke. "The night is large and larger than the day to one who would search and find himself therein." Perhaps that's why we're all here, searching for ourselves in the vastness of the night. Or perhaps we're just here to keep each other company until the sun decides to rise again. It seems we have another caller. You're on Radio Insomnia.
Hello, Alex. This is David. I can't sleep. I keep thinking about all the mistakes I've made, all the things I should have done differently. Your show is the only thing keeping me grounded right now.
David, thank you for reaching out. Remember, the night may be long, but it always gives way to dawn. Those thoughts that seem so overwhelming in the dark often lose their power in the light of day. You're not alone in this, David. We're all here, awake together, holding space for each other.
Thank you, Alex. That helps.
Stay with us, David. This next song is for you and for anyone else out there wrestling with the ghosts of yesterday. It's called Forgiveness at 4 a.m. by the Nocturnal Healers. as we drift towards the cusp of dawn, the stars begin to fade one by one. The night has been long, filled with whispers, dreams, and the gentle hum of our shared solitude. But even in this timeless town of ours, change is inevitable. For those of you who've been with us since midnight, and those who joined along the way, I hope Radio Insomnia has been a comforting companion in the small hours. Before we bring our broadcast to a close, let's take one last musical journey together. This final track is called First Light Serenade by the Dawn Chasers. Let it guide you gently towards whatever the new day may bring. You know, dear listeners, there's a magic in this moment, the transition from night to day. The world holds its breath, balanced on the edge of possibility. In this liminal space, we're all equal, the sleepless, the dreamers, the night shift workers, and those just rising to greet the sun. As our time together comes to an end, I want to thank each and every one of you for tuning in. Whether you're finally drifting off to sleep, starting your day, or somewhere in between, know that you're not alone. The night may be ending, but we'll be here again when darkness falls, ready to keep you company on your nocturnal journeys. From our little town where time stands still, this is Alex, signing off. May you find peace in the quiet moments and beauty in the spaces between sleep and wakefulness. Until next time, keep looking at the stars and remember, in the vastness of the night, we're all connected.
I drifted off last night in a desert dream. Stars line the sky, and your face appeared. Whispers in the wind, echoes of your name. When you hold me, sense so gently cease, silent as a dream. I wander through the night, chasing moonlit dews, the shadows call. Yet your light enfolds me, got the shadows loom in our breathless dance. When you hold me, sense from gently cease, silent as a tree. Mirages fade away when your eyes meet mine. Infinite expanse, all our fears subside. When you hold me, sense so gently cease, silent as a dream.
You've been listening to Radio Insomnia, where the night is always young and sleep is just a state of mind. Good night or good morning, wherever this broadcast finds you.